You start the week with goals. You're ready, you're driven. But by Wednesday, you're drained. And by Friday, you're either powering through on fumes or numbing out in front of a screen, wondering where all of your energy went. If that sounds familiar, you're not lazy, and you're certainly not broken. In this video, I'll explain why burnout and procrastination often just go hand in hand, and how you can be productive without constantly pushing yourself, past that edge. And later in this video, I'll guide you through a short hypnosis session to help you reset your motivation, reconnect with your energy, and get more done without all that burnout. Hi, I'm Doug Meacham. I'm a certified hypnotist and one of the few practitioners in the United States trained in ultra-depth hypnosis. My specialty is helping people move past those unconscious blocks that keep them stuck in stress, avoidance, or overdrive. In today's video, we're going to explore why your brain resists productivity when you're running on empty, and the three most common burnout patterns and how they sabotage your motivation, and how hypnosis can help you reset your nervous system and create sustainable, natural momentum. And then we'll do a short guided hypnosis session you can use anytime that you feel depleted or unmotivated. So let's clear something up. Burnout isn't just from working long hours. It's from ignoring your limits while trying to prove something, most often to yourself. Maybe it's proving that you're reliable, or that you actually can do this, or that you're worthy, or that you're just not lazy. But when your motivation is powered by fear or shame, your body eventually it starts to push back with exhaustion and procrastination, and even sometimes anxiety. This isn't failure. It's actually a form of feedback. And hypnosis helps you tune into that feedback, to interrupt the stress loop and reconnect with your motivation, and that motivation that's based on clarity and not pressure. A lot of people, they try to push through low motivation, and they use things like task apps or timers, or they even have internal pep talks. But if you're already overwhelmed, those tricks don't help. They actually add additional stress. It's like trying to drive with the emergency brake on. There's a lot of resistance, and you don't actually get anywhere. Hypnosis, on the other hand, it doesn't force you forward. It removes that friction, and it reminds your nervous system that you can feel safe, focused, and energized without that additional pressure. So let's look at the three most common patterns that lead to burnout and lost motivation, along with how you can interrupt each one of those using hypnosis. Number one, the productivity pendulum. This is the all or nothing cycle. One day you're unstoppable. The next, you can't even open your laptop. This pattern, it often comes from old beliefs, like if I rest, I'll fall behind. And if I'm not productive, then I'm not a valuable person. And with hypnosis, we work directly with those non-resourceful states that reside in the subconscious. We soften that perfectionism and the guilt. And instead of swinging from overwork to shutdown, you start to move with a steadier rhythm. You learn to pace yourself. Number two, emotional avoidance through busyness. Sometimes we stay busy to avoid uncomfortable feelings, whether it's boredom or insecurity, or maybe even grief. Work becomes a distraction until that distraction doesn't work anymore. And suddenly your brain, it resists everything, and you really don't know why. With hypnosis, we create a safe, gentle space for those emotions to be acknowledged and then just released. Hypnosis teaches your nervous system that you don't need to be constantly busy to feel okay. And once that pressure lifts, motivation returns naturally. Number 3, identity overload. You might be a parent, a leader, a partner, a caregiver, and somewhere in all of those roles, you forgot how to be you. And this creates silent resentment. It creates an inner conflict, and eventually it creates that burnout because you're always producing, but you're never refueling. With hypnosis, we help you reconnect with your core self, the part that exists underneath all of those roles. And when that inner identity is restored, it becomes easier to set boundaries, to say no, and to prioritize your energy without any guilt. So let's begin the short hypnosis session. I want you to take responsibility for yourself. Don't use this while you're driving or operating any equipment. Just find a safe and comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. Just breathe and relax. Notice the parts of your body that just feel heavy. And scan your body for any tension and just breathe that out. Just breathe into those areas, just gently inviting them to soften. Just breathe and relax. Now, I want you to imagine a dimmer switch in your mind, one that controls the noise, the expectations, the pressure. Picture yourself slowly turning it down. Now in the quiet, I want you to meet a different part of yourself, the calm, focused, steady part. The version of you who takes aligned action, not out of fear, but out of purpose. Ask this part of you, what do I need to let go of to feel steady again? And now ask, what's the next smallest step that would feel right for me to take today? You don't need to force anything. Just let the answers come. It's like a ripple, soft but clear. Now imagine that steady version of you taking that action. See yourself focused, clear, relaxed. Hold that image. Breathe it in. Let it settle into your body. And when you're ready, take another deep breath. Wiggle your fingers, maybe your toes, and open your eyes. Hi. If this helped you find some clarity or calm, just hit like and subscribe. I share weekly videos just like this, covering procrastination, motivation, anxiety, even sleep. And each one includes a short, practical hypnosis session designed to help you make changes that actually last. And if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, just head on over to GreshamHypnosisCenter.com to learn more. You don't need to earn your rest. You don't need to push to prove your worth. There's a better way to live, and it starts by learning to listen to yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.